And we are here on Smackdown Live Week 3 as we head into our next pay-per-view, which is Clash of Champions. We are getting ready to kick off a large action-packed show for you guys right here as we take off in Santa Clara, California. Yay! I hope you're ready for a thrill ride. So kicking off our show tonight, we have a very simple one-on-one singles competitive match, and we have a fan favorite, Mr. Rob Van Dam, Mr. RVD, Mr. Monday Night. He's gonna come out here and he's gonna get us off on action. Oh, Rob Van Dam, the real RVD, weight class heavyweight, height 6 foot, hometown. Go to the hometown, bro. We do a little bit better. I'm asleep, bro. How hard is it to just time the animation with the crowd chant Rob Van? How hard is it? Hey, I don't even understand. Listen, I'm not even gonna complain. But Rob Van Dam, the reason I selected this is I was going through my universe mode settings, and we got a bunch of superstars who's like, you know, they got the objectives in this shit. Both of this, Dean Ambrose, I fucked up his Twitter name already. Don't even bother. But both of these superstars' objectives was show everybody what I can do. So I figured let's put him in a match and let's let these guys show everybody what they can do. Dean Ambrose coming in here. Both of these guys, matter of fact, just popped into my head. Both of these guys, former Intercontinental Champions in this series. Dean Ambrose IC title reign, pretty short-lived and more pretty much forgotten about by most, I would say. Lost his belt to Christian. And then upon leaving and heading to NXT, he didn't even use his rematch clause. So, I mean, I think he was champion for just a month before losing his belt to Christian. And Rob Van Dam, of course, had a good reign, but then he ended up losing his belt in a loser leaves the brand match to Triple H. And Rob Van Dam was out for the remainder of season 1 before, of course, being redrafted to the brand at the beginning of season 2. And he's got off to a decent start in this match right here as he's letting Dean Ambrose feel it just a little bit. There's Rob Van Dam now heading to the outside, back in with a springboard frog splash. Of course, not going to have the same effect of the frog splash that he's made famous alongside Eddie Hajejo. Yeah, I said Eddie Hajejo. Beautiful hopping Hurricane Runner, and he's hooked the leg for the pin. 1. Dean Ambrose is able to kick out early of that one. Big roundhouse to the face too. Rob Van Dam, ever a favorite in this ring. Rob Van Dam has to go down as a legend. I mean, he's easily one of my favorites of all time. The guy has never, in my opinion at least, never had a bad run in the WWE. He goes away, he comes back every time. I mean, they're not always spectacular, they're not always great, but they're always good. He always had good matches. I mean, you could never go wrong bringing back Rob Van Dam, if you ask me at least. So happy that Rob Van Dam is in the game with us this year. Although, to be honest, with all the cores that we use, all the cores that you ever see of superstars like Rob Van Dam are always like damn near boy fit. Rob Van Dam rolls over and goes for the cover. In full control of Dean Ambrose in the early stages of this match so far, getting off to a brilliant start. Dean Ambrose not had the best time of his career in this co-op universe mode. And this is a chance for him, like I said, to show people what he can do. But not doing exactly that so far. Rob Van Dam has Dean Ambrose in another precarious position. And driven into that turnbuckle post right there. More offense continued by Rob Van Dam. Big show we have for you guys tonight. We have arranged a match between Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe in the main event of the evening tonight. We've also got the WWE Champion AJ Styles. He is going to face off in a match. We've got a lot of people in action later on in this match, in this week, in this show, I guess. This show. Rob Van Dam takes the action up to the top rope and the Hurricane Runner over the top rope plants Dean Ambrose. I'ma have to say, bruh, Rob Van Dam got the win right here because he is in full control. And a springboard, not even a springboard. Brilliant athleticism. My boy went straight over the top rope with that leg drop.
Unfortunately for him.
He sends Dean Ambrose into the corner again. Rob Van Dam, what's happening? Spins Dean Ambrose around, and it looks like he gonna go for the split-legged moonsault. I ain't even entirely sure if this is a signature or a finisher in this game, as he connects with the split-legged moonsault. He doesn't go for a pin, which makes me assume it might be a signature. I do not know. Continuing, there he is. He's got Dean Ambrose in perfect position, and this is a bit of a squash match right here as the 5-star frog splash connects. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose got wrecked. Rob Van Dam just made the lightest of work of Dean Ambrose right there. I don't even think Dean Ambrose got a maneuver in. What happened, bruh? What happened? Rob Van Dam put on an absolute clinic in that match right there. He showed the fans what he could do. Rob Van Dam getting Smackdown Live off to an absolute lightning start right here. Lord Jesus, Rob Van Dam. Hey, they kind of got it. Nah, you know what? I ain't even going to give them benefit of the doubt. The timing was still off. Let's continue with the action in this show. The show is fully, on the road now. We've got it rolling. And we have Y2J coming down to the ring again. Now, Y2J has made 2 appearances on SmackDown Live now. Both have been to talk to the crowd. He called out the entire locker room last week. And not one person showed their face to wrestle against Chris Jericho now. I mean, I don't know entirely, I can understand some of the people don't want to face off against Chris Jericho because the man has been on fire in his last, in the last times we saw him in the ring. The guy was on an incredible roll up until WrestleMania. Some other superstars, of course, have got their own things going on. I mean, some superstars who you'd expect to come down and challenge. I mean, people like Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe, of course. And there are some other superstars who's kind of like, why didn't you come out here and challenge? I mean, I ain't gonna throw no names out and throw nobody under the bus, but I think Chris Jericho's influence is really making a few people backstage nervous. I mean, the roster full of some proud men, but obviously not proud enough to come in and challenge Chris Jericho inside the ring. What's he got to say for himself today, though? The pimp hand is still out. Now, I knew when I came to SmackDown Live that I was going to make a change and things would never be the same again. And I know that I have somewhat of an ego and I'm not the easiest person to like. But my God, I didn't think for a second people would be trying so hard to avoid Y2J. I came down here last week and I called out the entire locker room. Now, if I'm not correct, the locker room not only has 20, not 30, but maybe even 40 superstars backstage. And not one man had the guts, had the cojones to come down here and challenge me inside this square circle. But you know what? We're gonna try this just one more time. We're gonna try again to get Y2J a match. We're gonna try one more time to light up Smackdown Live and get this universe live and kicking. So I'm standing inside this ring. Anybody backstage, I don't care who it is, leprechauns, midgets, giants, whoever wants to come down here, come and challenge me. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up, because I've learned, I'm smart enough to know that nobody backstage has what it takes or is brave enough to come down here. So once again we are here. Chris Jericho is standing around. I don't think he expects to Oh, no way! Somebody has the guts. Somebody has the cojones, Chris Jericho. And it's gonna be glorious on SmackDown Live this week. Oh, just wait. Glorious! SmackDown Live, Bobby Roode is back where he belongs. He's back where he belongs. Listen, let me just drop down how deep this is. My man's Wolfie over there on the NX Trash side, the Trash XT side. He drafted Bobby Roode over Chris Jericho, the man who carried his brand throughout the entirety of Season 1. He drafted Bobby Roode over Chris Jericho. And now he doesn't even have either of these men. He could have just left Bobby Roode alone and had Jericho still, and his show would be doing so much better than it is now. But he decided to try and play me, and he played himself. Congratulations, Jem. You played yourself. I was defend, that I do all of us. It's so glorious. We're gonna have Bobby Roode versus Chris Jericho today. Is that what we are heading towards? Oh man, this man who really he held down the United States Championship division for a long time last season. Bobby Roode, listen, this man was on an absolute tear. I mean, towards the end of the year, it didn't go so great for him, which baffles me even more as to why Wolfie wanted to draft him number 1. I don't understand. But I mean, Bobby Roode, he was a major part of SmackDown Live in Season 1, and he is back home. I mean, if he could have even half the success he had last year, I think he'd be relatively happy. But I'm guessing he wants to step up to bigger things. And if he could defeat Chris Jericho, a man who's been talking a big game since he joined, what a way to start it. Nice time right here. Chris Jericho. Bobby Roode, both of them went for the same move. Chris Jericho out here with the jumps to the chest. My man's coming out quickly with the strikes. Forearm from Jericho. And a classic Jericho right there. The clothesline. They're chanting for Jericho. Alright. I hear y'all. Calling for Jericho. Bobby Roode coming with some maneuvers of his own now. Oh man, so it feels real good about this matchup right here. Jericho versus Bobby Roode. I don't know what it is. They were just chanting Jericho. Now they're chanting Jericho sucks. Listen, these fans, bruh. But I mean, I feel like it's the history both of these guys have in this universe. Not together, but what Jericho done last season, and what Bobby Roode done last season, which I just briefly touched on. I mean, these are both some heavy hitters in this Scarb universe, man. I think seeing them in the ring together is a little bit, give me the chips. Damn, these fans are not being nice to Jericho. I tell you. I mean, it seemed like they was going to enjoy his company, but then instantly switched to Jericho sucks. I mean, I don't know what it is. Jericho back in control of Bobby Roode now, though. Trying to get Bobby Roode up to his feet. Oh, wait a minute! Already! Oh, wasn't Jericho locked in? Rope break, though. Too close to what happened? My man's got the walls of Jericho locked in already. Lord Jesus, Jericho off the middle rope with the senton right there. What? Jericho go after that quick start. God, kick to the face. Man, oh man. Jericho right here beating his chest. Beating his chest. Jericho, I don't even know what happened, but Bobby Roode, bruh. Jericho is absolutely making a statement right here. A big one. Chris Jericho continuing the offense. Bobby Roode got himself back into it for a second, but I mean, it kind of just went downhill. Jericho seems to be much more ready for this match than Bobby Roode was, which is a little bit ironic considering Bobby Roode is the one who kind of spawned it up on Jericho. I mean, Bobby Roode is the one who wants to call. Chris Jericho probably wasn't expecting a matchup after what happened last week when he called out the roster. But I guess Bobby Roode wasn't in the building. That's why it was. Chris Jericho bringing the fight to Bobby Roode in this matchup, though. Are we going to see another squash? No, we are probably not, as Bobby Roode reverses. And off of the top rope comes the glorious one. Driving the elbow, dropping it onto the chest of Jericho. The chest, the list of Jericho. There we go, Stomp. I wonder how many people we're going to see make the list this year. We've already seen Wolfie make the list of Jericho. How many more are we going to see? Bobby Roode putting his knee on the back of Chris Jericho's head there. I think that's the type of action that gets you to make the list. That's the type of action, if I'm honest with you. Bobby Roode with the snapmare takedown, bringing Chris Jericho down to the mat. And now got locked in a working hold now. Jericho in a headlock. Slowly, I mean, Jericho, he's talked about the holds of Jericho, what is it, 1,000 or 100 holds of Jericho? I mean, that's not the type of guy you want to put in a hold like that. Jericho answering straight back to Bobby Roode and Bridget. 1, 2, and a kick out from the glorious one. These fans, bro, these fans ain't made their minds up. Some of them they're chanting Lion Soul from Jericho. These fans are chanting, but they got thumbs down and it don't make sense. Chris Jericho drops Bobby Roode down again, and this time there will be no rope break. I don't think, no, there's gonna be no rope break. He's bang in the middle of the ring. Chris Jericho might be picking up his first win on Smackdown Live. Bobby Roode taps out. Bobby Roode, that may have just been a squash. I think the game just activated a squash match. You know they got that new squash match feature. I think that's what just happened because Chris Jericho pulled out that Jericho, I don't even know the name. Who's the Jericho? So fast for the first time. I think the game just screwed over Bobby Roode. I don't know, bruh. But the Wolves of Jericho gets it done, and Chris Jericho looked just as good as he says he is in that debut match on Smackdown Live. Bring up the pin pan. Bring up the pin pan. He ain't gonna bring. Look, bruh. It kind of raised. Chris Jericho has officially arrived on Smackdown Live, ladies and gentlemen, and he's beating Bobby Roode in his debut. Oh, look at the footworks! This man's too cold, bruh. What's going? Oh! Out of nowhere! Chad Gable not hesitating. Oh man, my man just got dropped. Not hesitating at all to swing back at Jason Jordan though, which is surprising. I thought this man wanted to keep the team going. Chad Gable though getting the better of. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Big clothesline from Gordon. I said from Gordon, bruh. Whose man's is this? Chad Gable continues to fight back though. Oh, he's throwing the right hands. Why is the game fucking lagging? The big clothesline again from Jordan. Lord Jesus, Jason Jordan. Y'all hear Chad Gable moan? My man just said, yeah. My man just said, oh. Forget what he just said. We got a WWE champion further in the back too. Meanwhile, what's going through Jason Jordan's mind? Look at the way he just crashed that on Chad Gable's head and another one, but we got places to be. Somebody get back here and stop this madness. Oh man. Jason Jordan is going off. Oh, we got Apollo Crews come to the ring. Apollo Crews just last week defeated the Intercontinental Champion Rusev in a one-on-one match in a clean victory. So Apollo Crews is gonna have to think about we're gonna have to think about a lot when it comes to this Intercontinental Championship title picture. I need to speak my mind. I know each and every one of you guys have my back through thick and thin. No matter what happens inside the ring, no matter what goes down, whether I win or lose, you guys are all behind me. But you know what? I don't give a damn whether you guys have my back. Through time and time again, win or lose, all I've heard is Apollo is such a great guy, he's too nice, this and that. But when it comes down to it, you guys have questioned my allegiance with Titus Worldwide. Why am I in a match where I'm letting Titus interfere and play mind games and slide chairs in? You know why? You want to know why? You really want to know why? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's win or bust in the WWE. Too many times I've been overlooked. I'll lose a match and everybody sticks behind me because I'm the good guy. But when I win by any means necessary, everybody's got something to say. Well, guess what? I won last week by any means necessary, and I've spoken to Rick. And Ric Flair said that I get my shot at Clash of Champions. So when it comes to Clash of Champions for the Intercontinental Championship, oh yeah, it will be a triple threat match. It will no longer be Finn Balor versus Rusev. It will be Finn Balor versus Rusev versus Apollo. And you could bet I'll do whatever it takes to win again. Oh, wait a minute, look who's coming down to the ring, Finn Balor. A man whose name was just mentioned. Finn Balor was meant to face off against Rusev at Clash of Champions for that championship. The belt he's just recently lost at Backlash. But it seems Apollo Crews has been given a chance himself. Finn Balor. I'm trying to read the boy's eyes. He doesn't look like he's too happy, but he's got a poker face on right now. Finn Balor has a mic in his hand. He's got some words to say to Apollo Crews. Apollo, I'd come out here and I'd talk to you about how disappointed I am with this new attitude that you seem to be showing off. But at the end of the day, I don't really care. All I care about is getting my championship back. And let me tell you something. If it's going to be you that stands in the way of me and my Intercontinental Championship, then it's going to be you who I take out and lay down with the 1916 to get the belt back. Apollo, don't forget, I have beaten you before on multiple occasions, and if I have to beat you one more time, I will. I've got the upper hand on you, Apollo, and the simple fact of the matter is, you're not good enough to defeat me inside the ring, whether it be one-on-one or in a triple threat. It's not going to happen, and I will get my championship back at Clash of Champions. Finn, I've done all the talking I need to do. I've said it, and I'll say it again. I'm going to win by any means necessary. This old Apollo you knew is dead. Are you even hearing yourself right now, Apollo? You know it, I know it, and the WWE Universe knows that you are washed up, Apollo. You are not the man it takes to defeat me inside this ring, and we'll all see it live at the end of the month. Finn Balor with some strong words towards Apollo Crews. Finn Balor, I thought it was going to be a little bit more physical, if I'm completely honest with you, between the two, but Finn Balor just came out and he said what was on his mind, I guess. Into some more in-ring one-on-one action after we seeing goddamn attacks backstage and all of this goddamn shit. Where's JoJo? Why is she standing outside the ring? I know I tell her I don't really want her speaking, but now I feel some type of way that she doesn't even want to enter the ring to do her job. But who we do have coming down to the ring to do his job, we got a champion versus champion match. as AJ Styles, oh, well, WWE World Champion. Well, we ain't never gonna finish that with the championships on the screen. I'm gonna try and get Carl Anderson finished though. AJ Styles coming down to the ring now. He's gonna face off against the United States champion, Carl Anderson. One-on-one. AJ Styles is gonna be facing off against Eddie Guerrero at Clash of Champions for that championship around his waist right now. Carl Anderson currently does not have an opponent, but what I am going to do is I'm going to make him put that belt on the line on the night in an open challenge. We'll see who goes down there and challenges him, because he really hasn't, it seems like he's doing a good job of trying to avoid these matchups. I mean, Carl Anderson's trying to get out of defending that belt. He calls himself a fine champion, but I ain't really seeing it right now. AJ Styles is going to go head-to-head with Carl Anderson tonight. Nothing on the line, of course. Just a good old-fashioned matchup. A good old-fashioned wrestling matchup. Champion versus champion. Let's get that theme song going. Where is it? Where is it? When the beat drop, it's... Carl Anderson, it's absolutely so savage the way he's just left Luke Gallows to just rot in the field. Like, who's Luke Gallows now? Like, he just disappeared. He don't even matter in this universe, man. He don't matter since season 1. Oh, he just don't matter. Carl Anderson, though, has really invented himself as a singles competitor. He reinvented himself as a singles competitor, grabbing the United States Championship, of course. I mean, his first foray into singles competition, he entered the Elimination Chamber match, and I mean, he couldn't get it done right there, but dropping down a little bit towards the United States Championship mid-card scene, grabbing that belt, of course, defending it at WrestleMania. The boy looking good. He's defended it a couple times. I say he's trying to duck, but he has defended his belt. So we can't really say too much, but he's in the ring with probably the best in the business right now. And I mean, he's got to get his fighting boots on if he wants to leave here with a victory. If he wants to leave here in any condition to defend his belt at Clash of Champions, he needs to at least turn up and show why he's got that belt around his waist. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? AJ Styles, I really randomly just got pins and needles in my big toe. Somebody help me! Oh Lord, my big toe is just. Oh man. Yo, this actually hurts. Somebody, ouch. Ouch. Pins and, ouch. I've never had pins and needles in one toe. Bruh. I said bruh. I meant bruh. AJ Styles taking down Carl Anderson though. Already heading outside to, could you, no, I'm asleep. Oh! Eddie Guerrero, AJ Styles, I don't know what's happening. AJ, he's back in the ring now. We were gonna see another squash match. Oh, stun gun! Stun gun connects. Wait, you just hit your finisher and you're going top rope. You ain't even got a top rope maneuver. Oh, you messed up, Carl. Carl, you just out that whole sequence. My man's, listen, we got another squash match because AJ Styles was about to do the phenomenal forearm. Dude, kick out from Carl Anderson. This game is going ham with the squash matches, bruh. I might have to disable that setting, bruh, because I ain't trying to see all that too often. Just saying, we might just have to, you know, lower it so we rarely see it. Because I was kind of ready for a real solid matchup. But I don't know. It might not be a squash match. Maybe AJ Styles' momentum attribute is just through the roof. Because my man really didn't do enough moves to warrant a finisher, in my opinion. But I don't know. Eddie Guerrero's theme music played and nobody came down. I mean, interesting. AJ Styles going for another pin and Carl Anderson quick to kick out right there. I mean, to be honest, to be completely honest, we don't even know if Chris Jericho versus Bobby Roode was a squash match. It might have been. And we don't even know if there's a squash match in this match right here. But it does seem like it's AJ Styles hits the 5-man carry neck breaker on Carl Anderson. And now heads outside. This match is done, bro. This is so done. This game be playing with the phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. Oh man, Goes for hook in the leg. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder rock. He's rejecting the squash match. AJ Styles coming so close to pinning the US champion. AJ Styles in the middle rope now as he comes down with the forearm, and AJ Styles is absolutely loving it right now in the ring. This man's been on fire since claiming the WWE Championship with his Money in the Bank briefcase. AJ Styles has been absolutely damn near unstoppable inside the ring. Carl Anderson trying to fight back though. US champion has been somewhat of the same. I don't remember the last time Carl Anderson actually lost a match, to be honest with you. Been looking good, but like I say, in recent weeks, at least season 2, he's been doing a disappearing act, if you ask me. But brainbuster from AJ Styles now, going for the cover. 1, 2, and another kick out there from the US champion. Hanging his head, that bow hair hanging. AJ Styles continuing with the offense now. So beautiful. Beautiful. I was going to say the name, but I can't remember the name, so I didn't say the name. I just said beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, man. AJ Styles working on the neck of Carl Anderson now. Phenomenal forearm didn't get the job done. Carl Anderson, if he tried to pin off of the stun gun, who knows what could have happened. As Eddie Guerrero distracted AJ Styles in there right there. But AJ Styles remains in control of this matchup. WWE Champion versus US Champion. You would expect the WWE Champion to be able to pick up the win. And he looks confident as ever that he's able to do so with AJ Styles sending 450 splash. What a combination from AJ Styles. This man is on another level when it comes to wrestling. AJ Styles now rolling over. Is it going to be too close to the ropes? He's got the calf killer locked in, but it's not too close to the ropes. Calf killer. Calf killer. Is Carl Anderson going to be able to escape? No, he's not. He taps out. AJ Styles makes the United States champion. Tap out. The calf killer got the job done, and AJ Styles continues his run. He looks so strong right now. And Carl Anderson, I mean, that interference from Eddie Guerrero almost turned the match in his head. I still don't know if that was a squash match or not, but AJ Styles is going for that phenomenal forearm so early. Man, look, arm all up in the way. Why is there a cameraman back here, though? Why is there a cameraman? Whose nose is this? AJ Styles again with a victory. Man, WWE Champion on a roll right now on Smackdown Live. This is the place to see the best in the business that is not up for debate. Smackdown Live, the best wrestling show is on the planet. This is where to get your fix. AJ Styles with another victory though. Let's get on to the main event of the evening. It's time right now for the main event of the evening. Seth freaking Rollins versus Samoa Joe. Listen, the beat drop is too lit. Burn it down! This man's theme song is too damn lit, bruh. It's so simple, but it's too damn lit, bruh. And then this bit, beat drop. Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins came out, he said last week, I mean, I ain't gonna recap exactly what he said, but he basically said he ain't waiting for Samoa Joe's reign of terror to come to Seth Rollins. He's gonna bring the fight to Samoa Joe himself. He's not gonna sit around and wait. So now they went at it last week. I put them in a match this week to try and let off some steam. They're gonna go head to head. Seth Rollins drinking it all in from the WWE universe. Let's go ahead and get his opponent in here. Samoa Joe recently taken out Shinsuke Nakamura at Backlash. He said he was going to go for everybody who was drafted above him. And when Samoa Joe said something like that, you better just believe it. This man is one of the meanest superstars there is on this show. Oh, not even just on this show. Smudge. Bro, they gave me even less time to finish that one, bro. I barely got through anything. This man, not just on this show, but in the entire WWE and NXT locker room. He's a scary dude, one of the meanest there is. Samoa Joe's going head-to-head with Seth Rollins here tonight. One-on-one action. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe going head-to-head now. Samoa Joe straight in. How's your first move? A suplex, though. You can see how much that hurt Seth Rollins right there. Lord Jesus, kick to the... My man's is going to... I thought he was going to bring out the carry system already. Samoa Joe getting off to a fast start. And these two men do not like each other. And this is why you tune in to Smackdown Live. This is why you watch the best show there is on YouTube. This is why you stick around to the main event, because you get matches like this. These are the type of matches you do not want to miss. My man's headbutting a man's hand, though. The back of his hand, too. Lord Jesus, that's a savage dude. But this is the type of match. Two superstars at the top of the business. The best wrestlers there are to show, really, some of them. And I mean, they don't like each other. They are not on the same page in any way, shape, or form. And they're going head to head. No interferences. No one in.
Look who it is.
Never mind. Oh, my man's running into the ring, too. Samoa Joe's taunting Shinsuke. Never mind. Shinsuke Nakamura, you just doomed yourself. Why is Seth Rollins still down? What happened? I don't even know what moves Samoa Joe did. But Seth Rollins is getting back up to his feet, though. Seth Rollins is not having any of it. Samoa Joe goes down. Meanwhile, Shinsuke is still in the ring. Referee's not even doing much to interfere. Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, had his own problems with Samoa Joe before Seth Rollins got involved. Seth Rollins got involved after Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. My man's Shinsuke. You can't keep letting Joe get the better of you. My man's was Seth Rollins is stepping back, kinda to let Shinsuke do his thing. It seems. Seth Rollins, bro, this is kind of a mess. This is kind of a mess right now. Now Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura goddamn rolled out the ring. That was the worst run-in ever. I was in the middle of saying no interferences. It ain't a tag team match. It ain't a triple threat match. Nobody to get in the way. And then Shinsuke gets in the ring and gets all up in the way. Drop kick. Shinsuke Nakamura, don't even get back in the ring when you stand up. When you stand up, don't even get back in the ring. Just go. Just go. DDT right there. Yeah, Shinsuke, just go. You interfered in the wrong match, bro. You got involved where you shouldn't have, if you ask me. Seth Rollins, though, has taken the initiative in this match over Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins with the blockbuster off of that middle rope. Seth Rollins getting himself in charge now where the commentator, never mind. I was going to say getting himself in charge where Samoa Joe left off before Shinsuke got involved. But Samoa Joe now is going back where he left off before Shinsuke got involved. Now, hopefully, we've got a match with no interferences. Like I say, nobody to get in the way of these two superstars. Samoa Joe with the senton and following up instantly with another senton. Knee to the face of Seth Rollins there from Samoa Joe. And now he's going for the cover one. An early kick out from the King Slayer, Seth Rollins. Samoa Joe takes control of this match, though. Things could have been so... Ooh, look at that home of Seth Rollins. Lord Jesus. I don't even want to look at that no more. Let me look away. Let me look away. Somebody let me know when he breaks it out, because that is... There we go, I heard it. Seth Rollins out of that hole. Shinsuke Nakamura, things could have been so different if Shinsuke actually got some actual offense in on Samoa Joe right now. Seth Rollins strung up on that top rope. You can see he's making it hard to breathe for Seth. Not where you want to be hung up right there. Throat first on that rope, and Samoa Joe with the enziguri to the back of the head of Seth Rollins right there. Stomp onto the shoulder of Seth Rollins too, and another one of them knees right to the face of Seth Rollins. And Samoa Joe is lining up, and we already know what he's lining up. It's that coquina clutch, and nobody has been able to escape it so far in this series. It's locked in. Let me not even say no. Listen.
Guys, when you have as trained an eye as I do, you get to a point where you can see the finisher coming before.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's coming.
Was that a rope break? Did he touch the ropes by accident, or did Samoa Joe just let him out of it? So, he's going for the pin. If my man, I've never seen such a thing. 1, 2, kick out. I was about to say I've never seen such a thing. Man get pinned off of a submission. What? He get pinned off of a submission. I've never. He let Seth Rollins out of the coquina clutch. And I mean, Enziguri, Samoa Joe is trying to do a little bit more damage to the Architect, Samoa Joe. I mean, we've got some superstars right now on this show who are looking really strong. Big move from Samoa Joe right there. Seth Rollins dragging himself back to his feet on the outside of the apron there. Can barely stand, and Samoa Joe's looking at him saying, oh, big right hand from Joe. Sends Seth Rollins tumbling outside the ring. This match was actually supposed to be a Falls Count Anywhere, but it seems like I've completely forgotten to make it one of those. My bad, bruh. And Samoa Joe doesn't mind if it's not a Falls Count Anywhere match because he's happy to take the action anywhere. See, Seth Rollins is also, in the past we've seen he is. But right now, I don't think Seth Rollins barely even knows where he is. Let alone willing to take it outside. Give it another 10 minutes. We'll see Shinsuke run down here again. Seth, you lucky you got that right hand in because you almost just completely fucked up everything. He's got Samoa Joe back into the ring now though. Samoa Joe's the one this time. Bruh, that right hand was so limp. The right hand was just so limp. And Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins has had his chances to turn this around and it's just not happened if you ask me. He's had his chances like that one right there. If he just connected with a solid right hand, it could have been so different. But Samoa Joe is in a mode, it seems like, I mean, nobody is safe right now. Seth Rollins being pinned and another kick out from Rollins. It's just not enough to put a superstar of Seth Rollins' caliber away. But Seth Rollins has more than enough to do that when the time comes. I mean, you got to think, if he just kept that coquina clutch him, would have been more than enough to put Seth Rollins away. And a third senton. And a fourth senton from Samoa Joe, doubling up on his sentons in this match. This man just has an arsenal so dangerous. Right hand from Samoa Joe. And there goes, I can't even remember what the move is called, but the triple suplexes. And one more is coming for Seth Rollins. And he's going for the pin. Surely this is enough. 1, 2, 3, and Samoa Joe didn't even need the coquina clutch as he wet the floor with Seth Rollins. And I mean, I gotta say, the game didn't do Seth Rollins any favors because my man had his chances and he just was messing up. I think Samoa Joe just rattled Seth Rollins' brain when it comes to being able to perform anything in a I forgot the word. Forget the word, bruh. Perform anything successfully is what I'm trying to say. But all these highlights you see, that Samoa Joe, that final suplex, that German suplex right there. Samoa Joe, he's on a good streak too, man. And the matches he's been winning, he's been looking good. But that is it for Smackdown Live, ladies and gentlemen. Join us next week for another episode and Clash of Champions following at the end of the month. Join us. Impact Wrestling is kicking off right, I don't know what day, Thursday or Friday, maybe even Saturday. It's fully recorded, it is ready to go, but I had some issues with my goddamn game. Listen, 2K as a game, mixed with Xbox, I had problems, bro. I couldn't even get on the game, but everything will be coming to you. It's all going to be coming to you. It's ready. Smackdown Live, we out.